Hey, good afternoon, you beautiful souls. This is Silver Tea Lining, and it is April the 4th, 2020, and I'm coming to you live and direct from my bed in my bedroom. So I just wanted to do a very quick check-in to let you know that I haven't forgotten about you, and I hope you haven't forgotten about me, naturally, because of all what's happening at the moment with the COVID-19. Many things, if not everything, is on pause, and that includes the live radio and live discussions. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to try and work on other avenues, whether that's live FaceTime, Skype, or live stream recordings, where I can at least bring some conversational pieces to you. In the meanwhile, if this situation appears to persist for a longer duration than we would like or anticipate. And in the meanwhile, you all just crossed my mind, and I just wanted to come to you and ask you all, how are you coping during this time? What are your methods? How is your state of mind, physicality, or spirituality? How am I? Let's get honest, as I always do. Generally, I've been quite well. I've managed to tap into my internal resources, and I've been fairly calm. I haven't gone into the panic state, as I've said to multiple people on a couple of more videos. But in the last few days, I must say I haven't used that, and I haven't tapped in the way I know I should or could, due to multiple unforeseen circumstances, had me thrown for a couple of days. But today I've shaken myself back up, and I've got back into my full body stretches, meditation, and just listening to some kind of, frequency shift, positive mood material that I like to tap into. Anything, it could be absolutely anything, and I'm feeling a lot more aligned with myself. And that's not the reason why I come to you. I don't just want to come to you and I'm feeling great and I got to prove that I'm this and that. No, it is really about me often sharing about different angles of who I am and wanting to invite you to share that with me too. So wherever you see this post, and I mean wherever you see this post, I'd like you to attach a comment. Just be transparent with who you are. There ain't nobody condemning you here. Let me know how you are doing. I don't care what that looks like. I do not care how colorful that may mean or sound in your word expression. Let me know. This is free flowing thoughts. Nothing I've just recorded is being rehearsed. And so I say once again, I would like you to come to me the same. Now I would like you to take a look at this video. Take a look at this video. Behind me, there's a blue sky, brighter than ever, and that backdrop represents hope, okay? And the hope I'd like it to represent is that with all the conspiracy theories going on, some we know has been over-exaggerated and some we know has been underrated. I'd like us to still tap into some relevant type of peace within ourselves, because if we do not, just like the explosive fragment pieces that you see surrounding me around my mic, that is how our mind, our being, our thoughts, our spirit can implode to explode. So let's tap into that blue-black drop and hold on to some kind of relevant hope, faith, or even internal purposes. Now I'd like you to look over to my hands. What do you see? You may call it flames, fire. You may call it, what I call it is tapping into that internal strength. Yes, that fire which burns within me, that gives me the meaning and purpose to get up each day. And I would like you, if possible, to tap into whatever analogy suits you. So happy new day, everyone. Happy new day. Let's try and make this day the best we actually can. I do not want to receive any further inboxes myself on the exact same level of information we've already shared in franticness over the last week or two. But if someone has something different to share, perhaps a strategy, perhaps a solution, perhaps the next step to what's actually happening, good or bad, then I'd love to receive it. But other than that, I'm not trying to panic strict myself, and I do not want to encourage you guys to panic strict yourself. I'd like you to tap into whatever resources that you like and can tap into. For those of us who or those of you who are on lockdown, if you're creative, get into your creativity, whether you're a singer, whether you're a writer, whether you're a dancer, whether you're a photographer. This is the time for us to tap into our creativity. And I sat here this morning and created this little video, goddamn. And for those of you who are not creative, maybe you like cooking, bake a cake, bake bread from scratch, and for those of you who are not on a nice or healthy, progressive dietary, this is really the time for us all to start thinking about plant-based meals. People often call it vegan, but let's go back to the beginning. Let's call it ITAL living, what the Rasta's been eating from time. This new word vegan has taken over from ITAL living that my Ras has then been on. So, let's go back to the ITAL livity, or at least a 90% plant-based eating, which I had been doing the majority anyway, but I've been pescatarian for 6 years. But I've chosen in the last 2 weeks to actually just go strictly plant-based, at least till the majority of all of this virus stuff has, overcome. And I actually said to myself, I'm not going to have any kind of takeaways right now with all this viruses going on and people's hands, hygiene. Did I listen to my own advice? No. And you know what happened to me? Last week, Thursday, I had food poisoning whilst being at work. And I didn't eat the food at work, but whilst being at work, I was very unwell. And my stomach's still trying to settle from it all now, where I'm having the natural bushes and obviously eating well and Pepto-Bismol and all that kind of stuff to settle myself. So, the moral of the story, let's eat healthy. I'm not going to encourage anybody now because of COVID-19 to start knocking on people's doors who they know is negative and start loving people and start rebonding with people that you know is no good for you. No, I'm just saying, let's tap into resource, positivity, elevation, love. And if you have to bun someone's skin of your words in order to defend yourself, then do so. I've noticed in the last few weeks, a few of us has been caught up in conflict, whether it's a time now where we're being tested, I don't know. But here's what I'm saying: love hard, forgive ourselves, forgive others if we can. It is that time of reflectivity, but it doesn't mean because we're going through stuff that we shouldn't have to tear someone's arse verbally if they need it. Okay, now moving on from that, for those of us who are on lockdown, and I mean sexually lockdown, it come like Amazon and eBay is going to have to get some orders in. And when I mean orders, I mean we're going to have to start buying some toys, girls. You heard? For those of us on lockdown, some of you all who is not too good with the celibacy, and because you're on the, isolation and can't connect with your booze out there, you may have to start buying some toys. But that's a different Sherry. That's a whole different... I'm tongue-tied. That's a whole different Jerry Springer show. We can get into that another time. Child, let me breathe. Guys, I'm out of here. Have a beautiful day. This is Silver Tea Lining and Free Flowing Thoughts. Peace.